Hello friends, this is Annette of AnnetteLeonard.com coming back at you with another episode of Chronic Wellness. Talking about autoimmune disease, and so one of the creative ways that doctors have learned over the years helps halt the advance of our bodies attacking ourselves is chemotherapy agents. Now, obviously, cancer cells are an overgrowth of our own body's cells. And so chemotherapy agents go in and keep those cells from reproducing at such a prodigious rate, or sometimes go in and kill those cells that are reproducing. And so chemotherapy agents have been used in very small quantities. So not at all in the quantities that they are giving to cancer patients. But those same drugs, just scaled back to daily kind of doses, are now being given to those of us with autoimmune diseases. One of the most popular is called methotrexate, and that one's given in pill form. One of the ones that I have used before and I'm back to using again is a infusing med called Rituxan, or Rituximab, I think is its commercial name. And it is a med that goes in and keeps your B cells from maturing. And so B cells are just a significant portion of how your body mounts an immune response, an immune attack. So if I got a cold, if I got a virus, my B cells would be a big part of how I would fight. I mean, in addition to white blood cells and other things that would rally around that infection or that foreign body or that virus, B cells is a big part of the way that I do that. And obviously then B cells are a big part of how I fight my own body. And so if I keep those B cells from maturing, I turn down the amount that I am fighting my own tissues. So it lessens the amount of damage I am doing to my own body by keeping those B cells in check. So that's one of the infusions that I do now that is thanks to a chemotherapy drug, just in lower dose. So come up with some awfully creative ways to keep those of us with autoimmune diseases from attacking ourselves. And it really is a wonder how much autoimmune diseases are on the rise. And again, if you have not read the lady's handbook for her mysterious illness with Sarah Ramey, the author that I had on my podcast a month or so ago, I can't recommend it enough. It was so well written and does such a good job tracing the thread of why in modern society autoimmune diseases are on such an uptick. I would really encourage you to pick up a copy of that. It's a great book. It's written by one of us with chronic autoimmune disease, chronic illness, and does a great job unpacking why we are at such a fever pitch today for high propensity of autoimmune diseases. All right, I'll be back again. And in the meantime, what meds are you taking if you have an autoimmune disease? Do you know whether you're on a biologic or on a derivative of a chemotherapy agent? Are you taking something that pretty much has your disease in check, or are you still at a place of real volatility in your disease management? I'd love to know, so sound off. And if you have not subscribed, wherever you are watching or listening, I could really use your subscription. So please, please, please subscribe now and get the next episode of this delivered right to you, right to your listening ears or your watching eyes. All right. Thank you for being here and spending a little time with me. And in the meantime, be well.